Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. You're finding all kinds of treasures to purchase for your craft rooms and are enjoying the chitter chatter with the Glenda and Carla and our demonstrations. I'm here to show you a quick and easy card with the Elephant Parade bundle, which you can find on page 48 in the Annual Catalouge, and it comes with dies and the stamp set, and also a few other items that you may have overlooked in the catalog or kind of want to see closer and see what they are, because some of the other ladies haven't purchased them and you haven't seen them in catalog launches or anything like that. So I've got some other little cute things to show you. So we will get started on the card, but the stamp set and dies pretty much has dies that match everything in the stamp set, which is awesome. So you don't have to fussy cut anything. You've got the leaves here, you've got a couple grasses, you've got the little peanut die. So it comes in 3 here, and this is what it looks like when it gets die cut out. It's got some sort of embellishment to it as well, embossing. You've got the other little peanut, so the peanut stamp, you've got a couple that cut the die cuts. You've got a couple, which is nice, Stampin' Up! Has done this for us, that you can do the butterflies with. You've got the mouse, all the elephants, a couple little bows to put on the balloon if you want, the balloon here, and then this one here is the little flower. And a little trick when you're using these dies, this one's unstuck so it'll come up easier, is when you stamp it, you can see this little hole right here. When you've stamped it down, if you can see, I might not show quite as well. I should have stamped it ahead of time. Basically, when you line it up, you want to see the string. So this string, you want to see through that hole when you've stamped it. And that will mean that you have it lined up properly. There, you can kind of see it there. It'll be hard for the camera to pick it up, but you can kind of see in that little hole the string line. And that's what you want to see, because you'll know you have it lined up properly. Okay? But if you've purchased the new magnetic plate, you will have no troubles at all holding those dies in place to die cut out in your machine. So there's these cute little elements. I just love the little eyes and the little hair on the elephant, which is what attracted me to this set. So it may not be one that is your favorite, but it is pretty cute to play with. So maybe once I've showed you some projects, you will want to purchase that. So here's the little card that we're going to do together. It's got some other elements on it, like the Sequin Dies. So that's what these ones are here. Now these might be something that you've completely overlooked in the catalog. So this is them here. They come in a bunch of different sizes, and I did die cut them out ahead of time so that we could have a peek at them. So they come in a bunch of different sizes. And I'll hold this up. So this is the largest one here. It's quite big, as you can see, but it gives you the detail on it. That's the next size down, so that's this one right here. And then you get the 3, which is these 3 here. And these are nice because they could layer together if you really wanted them to. And they stack up really nice. And then because I've done this on my card, these are just some extras that I had, but you get a row of this size here, and then you get a little cluster of this size here. So when I saw them in the catalog, I wondered what they did, what they look like, and so I ordered them, and I'm quite happy with them, because out of the foils, any of our foils or the vellums or anything like that, you can create your own embellishments. So how cool is that, to use up paper scraps and make your own embellishments? So that's the Sequin Dies. If you haven't had a peek at those, you may want to go back and look. Another thing on this card I have is the Lovely Layers Vellum. So this may be another thing that you've overlooked. It's a cute little pack, comes like this. It coordinates with the Botanical Layers stamp set, so they've got that in a bundle together now. They are an odd size. They are 3 3/4 by 5, but you can trim them down. I did trim just a little bit off of each edge for the card, but you get 60 sheets in total in the pack. You've got a bunch of different designs. You've got this cool little circle. You've got kind of a mountain range, the polka dots that I used on the card. You've got this great botanical, so all of these patterns match the stamp set that goes with it, or that's paired up with it. And then you get, I believe it's 40 sheets, sorry, of just plain vellum that's already cut down and ready to go. Now this feels a bit thinner than our normal vellum, so there's a little bit of a difference there. But for 60 sheets of patterned and mixed vellum for $8.25, that's a good deal, friends. You want to pick that up. So you can go back and have a peek at that. One other thing that I've got on here is, of course, the stylish shape dies. I'm sure you've heard everyone talking about this. These are great. We've got circles, squares, and then banners in this set. So if you've skipped over that one, that's another one to go back and have a peek at. And then also on this card, I've used the iridescent rhinestones. So you'll see, or pearls, I apologize. So you'll see here, I've got a couple of them, and they just have a little tint of color to them. So they're really, really pretty. And then the ribbon that I've got on here is the rose gold and white ribbon. So isn't it pretty? And it just picks up that rose gold paper. So that's the specialty paper in the 12 by 12 that you get the 3 different finishes out of. This is the matte finish. There's an iridescent and then like a shiny finish as well. So these make perfect sequins, I think. So let's build the card, and then I'll show you a couple other quick projects. I've done most of the work for us already, so I'm not going to give you dimensions and stuff like that. If you'd like them, I can definitely post them. You just have to ask, and I will do that. So I've got just a cut down piece of basic white that I've just done some blending with my blending brush in, oh, what did I do it in? Blushing Bride. On my silicone mat over here. So I'm just going to kind of offset this a little bit. And then the vellum piece I've just trimmed down to the exact same size as the white, but I'm going to turn it the other way to layer it. So I'm just going to, because I know I'm going to put that circle in the middle, I'm going to put my glue right in the middle so the circle covers it up. As you all know, we can see through vellum, so we want to make sure we put our adhesive where we can't see it. I've already put dimensionals on the back of my circle. So that's the stitch shape, sorry. The largest circle is what that's cut out of. I've stamped the elephant in Memento, and I've colored it with my blends in Gray Granite, and Petal Pink is in his ears. And I've just kind of grounded him with a little bit of Pool Party. So that's just quick. And I've just used the light Gray Granite, and then I've gone back a second time and colored it, and then gotten that different colored effect. So I'm just gonna place that down in the middle, just like that. And then we're gonna do a fun trick with our ribbon. So I'm gonna grab a couple glue dots, and my take your pick tool, and I'm gonna lay down a glue dot. We're gonna kind of make a fake bow because we don't want our, oops, I think I got a couple glue dots there. We don't want our bow to be too bulky in behind our sentiment layer, so we're going to kind of make a fake bow. So I'm gonna lay this down like that. Oh yeah, I did pick up that other glue dot. And then I'm going to kind of fold this over. So I'm gonna put another glue dot here. As soon as I get it off my take your pick tool and my finger. And then we're gonna need one more. And so all you're doing is kind of like overlapping it, and then it creates that bow. So I'm kind of putting my glue dot on my cardstock and my ribbon. You'll see it there, it's right there. And then when I fold it over, it has something to stick to. So we've kind of just created like a loopy bow with some ends, and we can tidy up those ends in a minute. And then I've gone ahead and cut pretty much the length of the cardstock, or the width of the card, sorry, in a Blushing Bride layer. And so I'm just going to layer that over the middle of my bow. So that's going to cover up and sort of create the loops and make it look like I made a natural bow. And I've only put dimensionals on part of it because it's going to sit over top of my ribbon here, and I don't want too much bulk there. Okay, so I'm just layering that down. And then I've taken the Sentiment Sweet Little One from the stamp set, and I've embossed that in white embossing powder. And I'm just gonna layer that right over top of this Blushing Bride. All right, and then I'm just gonna grab my ribbon scissors or some sharp scissors that you use to trim your ribbon and just cut off that end a little bit. It's a little tiny bit too long. Oops. So we've just layered that on there, nice and cute, right? And you'll see I've done the bow in a different direction, but that doesn't matter. So then I've just taken my sequins that I cut out of that matte rose gold paper, and I'm just gonna stick those on. They're just on dimensionals. Just place those on wherever you want. They're so fun. If you didn't notice these were one of the first things I saw, because I always go right to the dies when I get a new catalog, and the embellishments are the things I want to see first. I don't know about you, but those are the things I'm looking for. And I saw these and went, what is that? That is totally something new. And I must say that they're pretty fun. So we'll put a few of those down, and then I'll grab the iridescent pearls, and we'll put a few small ones of those. Now I like to mix up my embellishment things. If you follow me or watch me on a regular basis, you'll see that I like to do that. You'll see that Glenda has started doing it as well. I'm sure Carla won't be too far behind and then catching on. There's a few different designers out there. Tammy Hewitt and Tammy Wilson do it quite a bit, and I think I watch a lot of their videos, so I think that's where I picked it up. But it's kind of fun because it creates a different look. And if you think you need a little glue dot at the end, or not a glue dot, sorry, a mini dimensional, as soon as I find mine, there they are. You can just place one at that end part, which I will do because it is flapping around just a tiny bit. But I would wait until now, obviously, when we're finished to do it, because then you know exactly where it's gonna sit. Oh, I got it doing it at the other end too. So I'll just place another one at the end. So yeah, if you find it flapping around a little bit, just quickly tuck a dimensional under there, and then that is the card. Isn't it cute? I love it. And then a quick bow that you don't have a knot in or anything like that to make it bulky, and it's super cute. So let's have a peek at a couple other things. So the deckled rectangle dies, I'm sure everybody's been talking about these as well. So I've used that one here to cut out this layer, and it just creates a super sort of rustic chic look with that edge, which we used to rough up with just the edge of our scissors, but now the dies do it for us. So these are fun. And then this paper comes from the Hostess paper pack. I thought it was kind of fun with the pinwheels and the little peanuts. So he's like kind of shooting the peanuts out of his nose. And then I did something fun by cutting this sort of on an angle to kind of represent the pinwheels on the paper when I cut this sentiment out, and that's just embossed in white as well. So I've just used my blends in different colors of browns to color the peanuts, and then I've used those embossed peanuts again from the die set, and then just gray granite and petal pink again for coloring the elephant. Super cute, eh? I like that one too. I had fun making these. And then a couple more. I can't stop. Once I start creating, I just can't stop. So the Brushstroke 12 by 12 designer series paper is gorgeous. Now, if you've missed this, you need to go check this out. It'll be in the specialty paper section. I didn't write the page number down, but it comes in Night of Navy, Blushing Bride, and Soft Succulent, and it's got a fun texture to it. If you can see that, it is white on the back, but a couple of the colors, especially like the green, you could kind of see on the back, it does give you a little bit of texture. The Blushing Bride one is very, very subtle, and then, well, the other one kind of, well, it still looks okay. You could still use it if you wanted to. but you get 3 sheets, one of each of the colors, 12 by 12 for $7. So pretty good deal. And you're just going to get that great fun texture. So the card I created using that as the backdrop is this cute little card. Now it's a little pop-up sort of diorama card, but oops, but it turned out super cute. So I've used a parakeet party in New in color in there and mixed that in with the soft succulent. Just kind of sponge the stamped leaves from the stamp set. So that's the leaves here, and then die cut out with the die that matches. And then a couple of the little elephants and the little mouse, which all get die cut out. And then the balloons I just sort of tucked into his trunk, like he's holding them with his little trunk. And then What a Happy Day also comes from the stamp set, just embossed in white. So you kind of got that texture in the background. This would be such a cute, like, little boy's birthday card or something like that. Super cute. And then when you stand it up, it's kind of got a little bit of dimension to it. And then you can write whatever you want on the back. You can decorate up the back a little bit more, but I didn't do it for the video. So isn't that cute? And then another one that may be getting overlooked in the catalog is the mini pocket envelope. So this creates a little pocket, which I'll show you in just 2 seconds. So you just cut that out of your cardstock. This thing here is a bow, which is going to be on the project I'm going to show you. This is like a little tag topper thing, similar to the ones that are in our tailored tag dies. And then you've got a couple tags for sentiments and stuff like that. I haven't cut this out, so I don't know what this is yet. It might be like another little tag topper sort of thing. And then you've got a little leaf die for embellishment. So these are really cute. That's the mini pocket envelope, and they can be used for scrapbooking, for presents, for anything. On this one, I've used it as sort of an embellishment to the bag, and then as a gift card holder. So the gift card just slides out. This is one of the tags from it. This is the little bow, so it makes a cute little bow. This is just some scrappy leaves I had on my desk that I used, and then that's that little topper part to reinforce it. And then here I've used the sequins again out of that same matte rose gold paper. And these are the Embossed Treat Bags. So they're on page 140 with all of our treat and boxes and stuff like that. You get 10 bags for $10.25. You can use a blender brush on them, like I've done here, to kind of color them a bit. And then I've splattered them with some of the Wink of Stella. And it's just holding a little baby outfit. And that I've kind of just used as, I used the little hat that came with the outfit. My friend had a baby, so this is a little gift for her. But I'm just using the hat as sort of the tissue look to it. But with these bags, you can also use your spritzer with re-inker. So I don't know if I have any. Oh yeah, I got one here. This one has polished pink in it, but you could just spritz on them and then let it dry. This is just re-inker mixed with alcohol, and just do a quick spritz. You can color the whole thing because they're just plain white when you get them. They're not very large or like thickness, so you can't really fit a whole lot, but this is like a onesie and a hat that I've got in there. Or you could use your markers or your blends, and they've kind of got a line on them. So you can take your marker and your blends and you can color down these lines or in between, whatever you want. There's a few examples throughout the catalog with these that you can have a peek at and get an idea. But this is super cute. Was super easy to make, did not take me long. And just those sequins again, they're so cool. And then the opal rounds. So the little butterfly came from this stamp set as well. And the same with the greeting. And then this was just a scrap that I used, and I just tried it on with some linen thread, and so that makes a nice little gift. They get an outfit and then, you know, a little gift card to purchase whatever else they need, sort of thing, and then it'll match up perfectly with this little card. So that's kind of the idea that this all went together. But yeah, those are my projects and a few items that you may have overlooked or missed in the catalog. and I hope you enjoy all of your shopping and these projects. If you want any of the measurements or anything like that, just reach out and I will get those for you. And happy shopping, everyone. Paper hugs. Bye for now.